Man, this internet thing. I should be back now. I should be back. Am I back? Is it working? Yeah. I think it is internet, yeah. Anyways. I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna attempt to beat this game tonight. Not like 100%, because I already got the special world beat. And that was my main goal. I really, really wanted to get the special world beat. Because the special world is the special world. How am I doing? I'm doing well. Good thing you don't have a job. Well, guess there's positive aspects to everything, right? The game is kind of quiet. Is it like bad quiet? I mean, I haven't messed with anything. I mean, I have chat in 2 different... Man, I need to start paying attention. I was gonna say I have chat in 2 different places now, and it's kind of freaking me out. I'm gonna turn it up a bit because people are talking about it. So let's turn it up. Is that any better? I turned it up a little bit. Is it any better? Is it any better? Mario's gonna do some squats while I wait. Seems nice. Easier to hear. Same. Better. Yeah. Just fine. It's only Mario. Perfect. Yup, it's good. Much better. Have I ever played a Super Mario World ROM hack? No, but I've seen people play Cat Mario. Which would be insane for me to play, because I'm not the most skilled dude at this. Actually, I'm not bad at this. I'm just not like a pro. Oh man, oh man. Okay, let's not hold that block. What is that? Exactly what I needed. Awesome. Get away from me! These water levels, man. I am not... Oh. If this only felt like the water levels in Donkey Kong Country, I would... They're a little better than this. At least easier. Oh. I've been slacking. We gotta hurry up. Speed run. Let's go. Speed run, but I gotta be careful. Okay, I got that secret last time, which was great. But how about now we go. Yeah, I'd like to beat this tonight. I guess I could skip straight to Bowser, but I want to do all the levels. We have time. Let's try to get 50. Oh, get away from me, fish. Get away from me. No. Oh, fine. I'll settle for a 19. I'm fine with that. You just heard my Donkey Kong Country acapella. I'm glad you liked it. Awesome. I had fun with that one. I really liked that song. Trollfish indeed. Curse you fish. Yes. Yes. You almost had a heart attack? I'm sorry. I'm not Jesus. RN. Oh man. The bombs. They explode, right? Yep. Oh, that was perfect aim. I meant to do that. Alright. Let's kill stuff with bombs. Whoa. Alright. What's in there? Is that Yoshi, my dinosaur friend? It is. He just ate an apple. I didn't even ask him to. He ate it on his own accord. He ate it on his own accord. You know, these streams are fun. I have to admit, these are a good excuse for me to sit down and play games that I enjoy. If they're anything, they're definitely that. An awesome excuse to sit down and play games that I enjoy. Not to mention, be able to hang out and talk with people. Alright, that's a blue shell. Let's... So we have a blue shell, I don't need that. Just go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh no! Oh, perfect. Anything? Anything? Anything in there? Alright, Yoshi, get a snack, get a snack. You got a good snack. Thank you. Thank you, Yoshi. You got a good long-range tongue. Oh, nostalgia indeed. That's what this game is to me. I have some very specific memories of, like... of this game. I have one memory where I got sick. No, Yoshi! Where I got sick with, like, I don't know, the flu or something when I was young. And I got to go home from school, right? But I remember the first thing I did when I got home was just turned on this game. I was so excited, even though I wasn't feeling good. I was sick. And I turned on the game, started playing, so pumped, you know, like 3rd grade or something. And then instantaneously my mom's like, nope, you're going to the doctor. We're going to find out what's wrong with you. I was so disheartened. Because I was like, this game is going to make me feel better. But I don't even remember what came of that. I just remember very specifically. Whoa! That memory. It was such a bittersweet memory. Bittersweet. Am I going to play the Secret Star levels? I already did. If you're joining me for the first time, then you missed out on all the Secret Star levels. I beat all of the special levels last night. It was awesome. It was a bit mind-numbing at bits. I'm running out of time. It doesn't bother me when people call me Jesus. It's ridiculous, because... Okay, let's put this in historical context. Jesus would have lived in Jerusalem. Or should I say ancient Israel, which is like... Oh man, I gotta pay attention here. That would have been, you know, what we now know as the Middle East. He would have been much darker skinned than I. He would have had black hair. He would have had a black beard. He would have not had blue eyes. Unless just by some crazy fluke. But, yeah. So, it's silly. The pictures that we know of Jesus... Oh, no! Can we... Oh, yeah. Anyways, I should probably pay attention. But anyways, the pictures that we know of Jesus were actually drawn up by, I believe, a French guy, like, a long time ago. And of course, being French, he made Jesus look French. So he had, like, brown hair and blue eyes. But anyways, that's a little bit of history for you. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and get, my Yoshi. I'm gonna get double feathers. Yeah. So anyways, you guys that call me Jesus, you're wrong. You're completely basing your perception on like a 1600s version of fake Jesus. So, that's your deal, not mine. Now for the people that call me like young Gandalf or young Saruman or something, I think that's pretty accurate. Completely, you know, those are fictional characters, but anyways. You hated the Chocolate Islands? We're heading there. I'm French Jesus. Someone just called me Smith. More FF19. We talked about we talked a lot about FF19 last night, did we not? We talked a lot about FF19. No more FF19. I missed a button. What does that even mean? I've always... I guess if you die in this castle, and you leave Yoshi at your castle, and when you resurrect, is Yoshi still there? Or does he abandon you because you died? That's a question I want answered right now. Oh, the feather makes this so much less stressful. Man, alright, so that was one mistake. Man, I need to get this down. This game does get harder as you go on. Greetings from Mexico. Greetings to Mexico. Mexico is south of me. Oh, man. These are well-designed levels. Nintendo did a great job with their Super Nintendo titles. Whoa! Alright. Yeah, forgive me for not looking at chat during this. And I'm still not doing well. Alright. Okay. Oh, man. Alright. Gotta warm up here. Gotta warm up here. What is Canada to me? Canada is north. North of me. Yoshi is still there. Well, we just found that out. Yoshi does not abandon us if we die in the castle. Okay. Man, this castle. Harder than the special levels. Not really. Well, I guess it's as hard. The castles are pretty difficult in this game. Okay, so if I've learned one thing, stay toward the front of the brown snaky block thing. Okay. You know, one thing I could do is go activate the star portal in the forest area. So that would make it easier to get back to the special area, the secret area. That has all my Yoshis and feathers and things, flowers and mushrooms. That would take a bit of time, but those levels are kind of fun, right? I like them. Yeah, we're gonna skip that coin. Man, these castles. Okay, I'm doing better than last time. And I'm in the same spot I am last time. I'm small. So I guess that's that. Okay, let's take our time here. Take our time, take our time, take our time. Let's get that. Oh! Okay, well, we're learning bit by bit the pitfalls of this castle. It's been a long time. I have an idea. Let's go get refueled. We'll get refueled and then we'll do a real attempt. A real attempt at that castle. Favorite Pokemon? I got asked that last night. I don't know. Wonder Twin Power Jack. Kind of want a slushie, eh? What's up? T-Dot Terror? Where's FF19? It's not out yet. FF19 is not out. The chat is it's not too fast. I'm playing a game at the same. I guess I could just stop playing the game and look at chat, but I'm playing a game right now, so I'm gonna use chat as like. I found that I have chat up in two places, but it's still better to have here. So that's what I found out today. Do you guys like having the chat in the stream? I mean, I went to some trouble and did it because a few people were suggesting it. Is it good? Do you care about it? Do you not care about it? Is it great? Is it bad? Is it whatever? Is it distracting? You guys like it? Cool, chat in the stream rocks. I'm glad you like it. So now you guys get to see my delay. So you get to see real time the delay that is Twitch stream chat for me. Can't really see it. It's too small. Well, I guess if Twitch ever gets back to me about partnerships, I can do 1080p. And then you guys can blow it up as big as you want or as small as you want. But they haven't got back to me. They gotta get back to me. Twitch, get back to me. If you're watching. It's good. It's good. Glad you like the chat and the stream. Well, or if you're whatever. Because yeah, I could stream in 1080. But, you know. If I did 1080, then people would not be able to downscale it. And they would not be so happy. Which, the first night that I streamed was all 1080p. And I said, I'm sorry. I didn't know. yeah, the partner. You have to be a partner to be able to, for your fans. Watch your to downscale. Downscale it. Boom, boom. This game has some good music, doesn't it? It's very endearing. And well written. But, you know, if you take away the goofy bleeps and bloops, the MIDI sounds of this game's soundtrack, it's actually really well done. Koji Kondo is a good songwriter, a good composer, whatever you want to call him. Okay, so that happened. Well, we'll get another feather coming up here, and we'll replenish. I won't hit that spike like I did that other time. Let's go ahead and hit that. Let's go fast, let's go fast, let's go fast. Whoa! Let's not go fast. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Abort, abort. Okay, let's let that fireball go by. We'll do this. We'll go like this. We'll duck. Yeah. I didn't. What? Come on, come on, come on. Oh! Should we just skip that? Man. Anyways, yeah. This castle, guys. You know, I did beat this when I was like 8 years old. I did beat this when I was 8 years old. Maybe even 7. I don't even remember. I'm having trouble with it. At 28 years old. You know, if you beat your head against a wall long enough, that wall will break. There's one thing I've learned living this life. But you will end up with a terrible headache and or physical injuries. So take from that what you will. Philosophies of Super Mario Brothers castles. Don't beat your head up against the wall unless you either want to break that wall really bad and or want to end up with physical injuries. I don't know. Anyways, give me a sec. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, let's take little intermediate breaks here. My arms are getting tense. Someone recap Final Fantasy 19. Kirby games are fantastic. I like them. They're good. Were you born with a beard? No, I was not. Carlos Strife is from Brazil. Carpal tunnel for the win. No, not for the win. No. I need fairies, guys. For those of you that watch my Link to the Past stream, I need some fairies. I need some fairies in my bottles. But Mario, he has overalls that don't contain any jars, bottles, or whatever's. So no fairies. No fairies. Sadly. Okay, let's get it. Let's get that. Let's get it. Okay. Whoa. All right. We're doing well. All right. Quick break. Loosen up. See, here's my problem with video games. You know, there are people out there that do so well in adrenaline-producing situations like this. But, you know, I'm one of those guys that, you know, the adrenaline starts pumping, the anxiety happens, it has a physical effect on me, right? But there are people out there that don't, that aren't affected by that very much. I know a few of them in real life. One of them is a mod for my stream. He's a really good gamer. His name is Al Kaiser. And he is barely affected by that, if at all. And that's why he is world class. That's why he has set world records and still has them. That's why I don't have world records. I do well, you know, sitting with a project, doing it on my own time. I'm that kind of guy. He's terrible. Onslaught Faye. Onslaught Faye is a mod as well. He happens to be Al Kaiser's brother. He happens to be also very good at video games. Oh, Mario. Poor Mario got destroyed. This is a bot. Hello, Valgor. Lol. Yeah, according to Jay Wilson, if you're familiar with Blizzard, Al Kaiser is two people and or a bot, which is really funny to me, because he is neither. Jay Wilson straight up came out and said, Al Kaiser is a well-known double player playing 24/7, which is complete bogus. Jay Wilson, if you're listening. And you know, and he actually said that like in like an IGN interview or something stupid. So Jay Wilson, you're wrong. I know him in real life, and he is just really good. He actually did not play 24/7 during his Diablo 3 race. He did sleep about 4 to 6 hours a night, which is pretty inhuman, but he actually did sleep. And yes, he did beat a team of several Europeans playing 24/7, taking turns. So take that. So if you're taking my word for it, you know, I think you should believe me. I'm not lying. I was in Ventrilo chat with him every day during his world record setting thing. Yes, hence Jay was fired. I guess he's back though, I guess. So anyways. These levels are so much more fun than the castles. The castles are just like, I guess they're fun if you're into like extreme not fun. Yoshi, you're my friend. Let's stick together till the end. These are like rhinoceri? What is the, okay, what's the plural of rhinoceros? Rhinoceroses? Rhinoceri? They look a lot like rhinos. But they also look a lot like triceratopses. Don't they? Don't they? Don't they? Don't they? Don't they? Don't they? Rhinoceri. Yeah, that sounds right. Smooth is an Alkaiser's Twitch. Saved broadcast from a year ago before Smooth was known at all. That's true, Alkaiser. If you go to Alkaiser's Twitch channel, which exists somewhere. I think it's Alkaiser X. He probably doesn't want me talking about this, but whatever. Alkaiser, you're good at stuff, and people want to know about you. I am actually in his saved broadcast from a year ago. When I was not known as Smooth McGriff, I was known as Oat Boil. Oh! No! Yoshi, you sacrificed yourself to save me. So yeah, if you go back to his channel and you watch his broadcast of his world record setting thing where like 25,000 people watched him beat the record on Twitch, you will see me there. Answering questions, being a mod, being all around supportive to Alkaiser in his amazing endeavor that he alone beat a team of Europeans playing 24/7. And not just beat, like destroyed. I did encourage him to keep streaming, but you know, wasn't his thing. Wasn't his thing, so he decided not to. Sad it's only 720. Yeah, you know, 720, it'll be that until Twitch partners me, if they do partner me, because I can stream in 1080 and you guys can do whatever. Favorite anime? Man, honestly, I've read more manga than I've watched anime. Alkaiser X is, yeah, we went to the same school. Which is how I know him. La 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 la. Cheddar or mozzarella? Sometimes like a really good sharp cheddar is good. But mozzarella is very smooth cheese. Oh! Oh, that was embarrassing. Yeah, mangas are fun to read. I think some animes are done really, really well. You can even stream 2560p? What? What? Monterey Jack for life? I'm a cheese fan. I'll tell you that. I like cheeses. I like cheeses that are like well made. I like well made cheeses. I'm a good fan. I'm a big fan of like well made Parmesan, like aged Parmesans. I really like, you know, good cheddars. I like mozzarella. You know, good quality cheese. It's hard to beat. Hard to beat. And cheese, you know, cheese is a healthy food if it's well made and not like junked up with like sodium phosphates and whatever. Like, you know what is so-called American cheese? That's not cheese, guys. That is a cheese imitation product that has not been fermented, that has not been anything. It's just been processed to have the appearance, look, and feel of cheese, kind of. Whoa. But, you know, it's still, it's a food. It's a food, indeed. Oh, the block ghosts. The ghost blocks. These guys. American is disgusting. Cheese 2016? What? Gouda is amazing. Yeah, well done, Gouda. Strength. Where's Charlie? He's over there. He's over there. He's been acting kind of funny tonight, but what night does he not act funny? Pepper Jack. Yes! To take a break, Pepper Jack is awesome. I actually have some Chipotle cheddar right now, which is awesome. Oh, what's my favorite Kirby game? They're like the original one on Game Boy was so fun. I loved it. What else? What else? I liked Kirby's Pinball for Game Boy. I played Kirby on the Game Boy a lot. I didn't actually have a Kirby Super Nintendo game. What am I trying to say here? Why do I get to the next thing? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it really up there? Do I have to go up there? Oh, okay, I remember now. Okay, where are you, block friends? Block friends? Let's go, let's go. We gotta be friends. Block ghost. Oh, these ghosts. What was I saying? What was I saying? What about Castlevania? Castlevania's good. What's up, Skyche? Pepperoni? Alright. Alright, pepperoni is a sausage, right? Sausage, like cheese, is an ancient and traditionally fermented food. And made properly, it is tasty, it is healthy, it is yummy, one of the best things ever made. I'm rambling. Anyways, yeah. Like real pepperoni, guys. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's hard to find like real pepperoni nowadays. It's not like all messed with and stuff. But I mean, even like pepperoni that you get at like Pizza Hut, it's kind of real. Usually they cure it with like way too much preservatives and junk. But I actually bought like a stick, a sausage thing of pepperoni, uncut, which I didn't even know existed. And I ate it like I would a hunk of cheese. Didn't even have to slice it up. Just big, huge... Pardon me if you're not a big meat fan, but... Big, huge mouthfuls of just like spicy, good, yummy, wholesome pepperoni. It was great. A little bit expensive, but anyways, yeah. If I ever set up a P.O. box... I want like sticks of... artisan-made pepperoni. I'm not sure I would set up a P.O. box. I've been asked to by some fans. Only God... Oh God, if only Jesse Cox was here. What about Jesse? What is it? Best way to walk into a conversation. Yes. Talking about taking bites of pepperoni. Those rhinos have different textures. Do they have different textures since I beat the special world? I beat the special world before I've seen the rhinos. It's been so long, guys. I don't know. Club of meat. Alright, so, anyways. You know, I respect people who are vegetarians. I respect them. You know, a lot of people have different reasons for being vegetarian. One of them is health, which is kind of backed up. The only problem is, it's hard to get enough iodine in your diet. It's hard to get enough like bioavailable protein in your diet without any type of animal product whatsoever. So you could be a vegetarian but eat eggs, you know? Or I guess I don't know. I think meat is healthy as long as it's good, healthy from healthy animals, done with like, you know, the animals were healthy when they were alive, you know, slaughtered in a humane manner. You know, not like cooped up in nasty chicken pens and like where they can't even walk around and like overfed, like just to be stuffed up, just to be. I mean, that's horrible. It's horrible. If you think about like, again, I always think in like terms of like, how did people live a long time ago? They didn't do that. You know, they kept like a few cows on their property, maybe a few chickens, whatever animals they had, you know, and they had a sustainable lifestyle with those animals, and they respected the animals. They used their milk, eggs, whatever. They made fermented cheese out of them, you know, and whatever. But you don't even have to eat their meat. You can just use their cheese and what am I saying? I'm distracted now. Anyways, I think if you do things with a good, positive, sustainable energy, however you call it, then, you know, it's going to be good. Whether that's raising animals, eating meat, whatever. There's just, you know, there's a lot of negativity surrounding the mass. What do you call it? Like, oh, no! I tried, guys. Words of wisdom from Smooth Ogre. Takes a bite of a cheeseburger. You get all the protein you need without trying. What are you talking about here? Americans get too many carbohydrates. Yeah, processed carbs. Not a good thing. Our ancestors did not eat processed carbohydrates. They probably wouldn't even consider it really food. Don't even care about food and I love food. Good day. Oh man. Please sing. Know a lot about food? Yeah, I was, when I was young, like, you know, and I'd be eating my cereal bowl before school or whatever, I would prop up the cereal box on my bowl, angled all like, you can picture it, right? And then I would read all the ingredients, because I wanted to know what all of that was. I had, for whatever reason, an interest in knowing what went into my body. I still do. And back then, like, I mispronounced names, but I was reading and I was trying to absorb it, because I was like, what is monounsaturated fat? What is riboflavin? You know, I wanted to know what all that stuff was. Where do I go from here? I don't even remember. But now, you know, I know what all that stuff is. Do I just go? Okay, cool. But yeah, but now you know, later on the internet came around and I was able to like research all that stuff on my own time, and now like I know what all that stuff is. Ugh. Chef McGroove. I'm not much of a chef. I do enjoy cooking. I think it's very interesting. Ugh. We gotta find Alexander the Great together in Civ 5. Civ 5 would be an interesting game to do multiplayer stream with, wouldn't it? Am I tired? I'm kind of tired. Polyunsaturated beards. It is my natural hair color. I don't put any chemicals in my hair. I did once upon a time when I was a young man, a young adolescent. I bleached my hair a few times because that was the cool thing to do at school, and I thought it would be fun. And it was fun, but you know, hydrogen peroxide on your scalp, not a good thing to do. It burns. It actually will bleach your skin, which is not a good thing. It's neither healthy nor does it feel good. And having dark brown hair, I had to bleach my hair many times, 3 times to get it to actually be like all the way blonde. One time it was dark orange. 40! That was pretty good, guys. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Wrong way. Whatever. Whatever. I already beat the secret everything. I don't need to find many more secrets, guys. For those of you that join me, I beat all the secrets. I beat the special level. I got the Star Road. I did all that stuff. And you know what? I got my fill of secrets. I just want to beat all the levels. You work on an all-natural farm? That is cool, Jacolin98. That is respectable and epic. Well, epic, whatever. Oh. You know what? You guys are probably right. I forgot about this. That was the wrong exit if I want to continue in the game. Oh, man. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, that I'm supposed to be brown. Yeah, I beat the special world, and everything has changed, guys. So if you're seeing modified textures, this is not a ROM hack. This is just the way the game is whenever you beat the special, all the special levels, which is fun. But I kind of now, going back and thinking about it, I kind of wish I would have beaten all the levels, or at least most of them, and then gone back and done the special, because I would have liked to see all the original everything. Unmodified. Your first game? Yep. Yep. This is not my first game. My first game was some Atari game that I don't remember at all. I was way too young to remember. I'm Saruman. I can change it back. How do I change it back? How do I change it back? Can I like change it back and forth? Final Fantasy 19. I will be forever known as the guy who prophesied all the Final Fantasy 19 facts. Fluttershy is the best pony. Oh, we have pony people in here. It's my favorite game. I don't have a favorite game, guys. I don't have one. There are just a lot of good games. And I would be extremely, in my view, arrogant and judgmental if I just decided a favorite game. Now, let's see. So, I could fly under the goal. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this then. Woo! Where are we going? Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. I do have games I enjoy, though. Banjo-Kazooie is your favorite game? Awesome. Can I acapella some Tetris? That could happen. Favorite game genre? Don't even have one of those. In fact, I am a fan of game genres that have not even been invented yet, because that excites me. Favorite game genre? The one that has not been invented yet. Or the one that has not been hybridized properly with existing game genres. I'm much more excited by ideas than just my own opinions. So. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Getting fireballs thrown at me. Shadow of Colossus is a great game. And you know, while I have this paused, I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some water. Well, I tried to get Charles to move, but he looks like he's very comfortable right now, and I think he's in the mood to where if I pick him up, he'll be unhappy. He'll do his annoyed meow. He'll do his thing that makes me sad, and I'll regret bothering him. So I'll just have to wait to see him. Maybe he'll come to me. But he's Charles has resurrected him. Long life to smooth. Thank you, thank you. I don't need water. I need train to. You love me, Clover? You're very nice. You're very, very kind. I actually exist. Yes, I do. You just finished making a game. That is awesome, actually. Oh my gosh, too many fires! Too many fires! Oh, I didn't get the special thing. What am I talking about? All the switch palaces. I need to get all the switch palaces. Green tea. Wake up every morning and I drink green tea. Drink green tea. You a brony. You know, okay. Let's talk about labels, guys, including brony. I'll tell you a story. Sit back. Let's have story time with Smooth McGroove. Okay, when I was like 12, I started skateboarding. I loved it. I thought it was so fun. And I'll admit, I started skateboarding because I had a friend that did it, and I wanted to do what he did. But I started skateboarding, right, and I enjoyed it a lot. I went to school, and I eventually bought a skateboarding brand t-shirt. Okay, let me preface this. This was before Tony Hawk's Pro Skater came out, right? Which completely changed everyone's view of skateboarding, skateboarders, all that. So, anyways, I wore a skateboarding t-shirt to school one day. That led people that I'd never talked to talk to me. People that skateboarded. And again, this was before Tony Hawk's Pro Skater came out, so skateboarding wasn't really cool. In fact, it was kind of seen as like a goofy or nerdy thing to do, or, you know, like, oh, there was actually, which leads me to the term skater. And that's still used today. But what I'm saying is that whenever people would ask me, oh, so you're a skater, they instantly wanted to label me as a thing. And it was weird to me. I was like, I never thought about myself as a skater. I did not want to label because I want to be myself. I am myself. I still am myself. But anyways, it annoyed me a lot that people wanted to like label me as a skater. Oh, I can't do that. But anyways, yeah. So I got labeled as a skater by a bunch of people, and I was like, I don't like that, and I never called myself that. I never wanted to be called that. I did have friends that didn't mind being called that, and I did see people that did like to be called a skater, which baffled me. I was like, why do you want to be called a label? Why do you want a label? And then I started to realize as a young man that whenever you label something, you instantly attach any stigma, any stereotype to that, and you're attaching that to yourself if you accept that label, right? I never thought that was a very cool thing. I still don't think it's a very cool thing. I do understand the use of labels. They are useful in categorizing things. But people, I am not a fan of labeling myself. But you know what? A lot of people seem to like labeling themselves and other people, because I guess it does help categorize in their minds what those people do and or are. But I think that's where I differ. I don't like labels because they instantaneously in the minds of everyone involved. Oh, okay, remembering this level, stereotype and attach any stigma that exists to that. I know there are people out there who label themselves intentionally because they want to reduce and or change the stereotype or stigma that label holds. And that's respectable, but it's hard to do that. And you know, I'm not one of those people. I am not a fan of, like, again, the term gamer. I'm seeing girl gamers here. Gamer, right? Some people would label me a gamer because I play games. Or I don't play games when I play games. That's an aside. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, like, I don't consider myself a gamer. I consider myself someone who enjoys video games a lot. But I would never call myself, and I have never called myself, a gamer. I recognize whenever... Man, what do I do here? Okay, that. We need to hit there. But anyways, labels, yeah. I'm not a big fan of them. So, you know... And again, they serve a purpose. Whatever. But, like, you know... certain labels are very, very general and very, you know, whatever. And they don't have a whole lot of stereotype attached to them, such as the label of human. I am a human, right? That is a useful label. You can call me a human. That's fine, because I am a human. But, you know, say an alien race that comes to Earth. And I come up to that alien and say, I am a human. They're going to go, okay, so that's what you call yourself? Great. That means nothing to me. What are you really? Right? Because, you know, they're going to want to know, what are you really? Like, what type of organism are you? Like, for instance, say we find a new organism on Earth, right? Which happens all the time. You know, they're usually really small. Insects or whatever, birds maybe. But say we find a new organism. We instantly want to label it, right? Instantly label it based on preconceived notions. Like, okay, it's a beetle, right? Okay, so it looks a lot like this other beetle that we found, so we're going to call it blah, which, you know, is very similar to this other beetle that exists. And, you know, that's fine, but in my opinion, whenever you instantly label something without, like, studying it properly, you miss opportunities to learn. I think that's what it comes down to. And labeling people is, you know, that's kind of my thing. It's like, you miss an opportunity to learn about a person when you instantly label them. That's what, we're coming full circle here on this story time. Whenever you label someone, you instantaneously you miss any opportunity to learn because you have Been smashed by a mole with sunglasses. Deal with it. So yeah, that's what that comes down to. So me being called a skater back when I was like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, it made me realize that like those people were just instantly, they didn't care about me. Or if they did, they lost any opportunity to learn anything about me besides the fact that, okay, well, he rides a skateboard whenever he's not at school or something, you know? So it was silly to me. So anyways, that's my philosophy on labels. I think they just, they close your mind really quickly, very quickly. And we were talking about aliens, like, even the term alien, it's like, whenever you label something as an alien, all that means is, it's not from here. Like, you know, aliens from outer space. Oh, they're just beings that aren't from here. It's an alien. It's an alien. It's scary. You know, and there's a lot of fear associated with a lot of labels, like alien, illegal alien, you know. It's like, it's silly. It's completely silly. It's like, yeah, like someone from, say, someone from like Brazil that's in my chat, you know, probably I saw the Brazilian. If I just go, oh, he's a Brazilian, I instantly label him as a Brazilian. I instantly, you know, it instantly attaches any stigma that I have preconceived in my mind as a Brazilian. You know, what else? You know, it's just it's silly. Labels are silly. That's the title of this stream tonight, guys. Labels are silly. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind my rambling. I've been ignoring chat. Sorry. Alien is a derogatory item. Yeah, there's so many derogatory labels. But again, you know, labels. I think labels are useful sometimes. It's like a blurry area. Like cheese is a label for fermented milk product. I know cheese as cheese, and cheese is good. It's cheese to me. But like, okay, man. Just another story time. I was playing World of Warcraft. I'll talk about WoW a lot. You know, you guys have probably found that out already. But I was playing World of Warcraft with someone in our guild, and he was talking to, I think, his like mother or father or something about like, because again I was probably rambling about like, I was rambling about food, Coca-Cola. I was like, because his mom drank Diet Coke and he was drinking Diet Coke, and I was like, you shouldn't drink that. Because I mean, do you even know what sweetens Diet Coke? He's like, no, I don't care, it just tastes good. And I was like, well, let's talk about this. And I, you know, of course, I rambled to him about how, you know, the artificial sweetener known as aspartame or aspartame, NutraSweet, is not a good thing to put in your body in any way, shape, or form. Especially the younger you are, the more damaging it is. Anyways, and so he went to his mom or something and was like, yeah, this guy, I don't remember what my character name was at the time. I was probably known as like So or whatever I was, but he was like, he told his mom like about Diet Coke being bad, and I told him about Diet Coke being bad, and his mom was like, well, what should I drink then? Beer? And I actually had a rebuttal, and I was like, well, you know, you could look at beer as a healthier product in many aspects than Diet Coke, because what is beer? It's a fermented product, which the thing with beer is, of course, I'm not saying beer is good, because alcohol, our body doesn't treat very well. You know, it's only metabolized mostly in the liver and also in the brain, which is not very well known, which is a bad thing. But anyways, I came back and said, well, you know, beer is actually maybe a little bit healthier than Diet Coke in most aspects, in many aspects, but it is also, you know, what did I say? I said, do you even know what beer is or how beer's made? Because it's pretty gross. And of course he said, well, I mean, not of course, I'm being arrogant. He said, no. I said, tell your mom this. Or see if she or I didn't say this. What did I say? I'm trying to, basically what I said was, beer is literally, they take grain soup with some extra things added, and they let it rot. They let it ferment. They let it sit there and bubble and boil, and I'm dying. And he was like, oh, that's gross. And I was like, yeah, but you know, if it's done in a controlled manner, any fermentation process is actually, you end up with something good, like cheese, right? And so he went to his mom and said, you know, beer is like basically fermented grain soup. And his mom, you know, like a 45-year-old woman or something, said, no, that's not true. And this is a woman who, according to her own accord, has drank beer her entire life, ever since she's like 18 or something. And she doesn't know what beer is. And that brings me back to the whole label term. When you label something, a lot of people have the tendency to stop learning. Like, not even paying attention to the game now because I'm so wrapped up in this concept. But anyways, a 45-year-old woman who has probably drank gallons upon gallons of beer her entire life doesn't even know how beer is made. And, you know, and I know that's, you know, a lot of people don't care about that, and that's fine. You have the right to not care about whatever you want. But for me, that is insane because I love to learn about things. And when I find out that someone who has partaken in something for their entire life, most of their life, and doesn't even know what it is, I mean, that blew my mind. And it kind of opened up my perspective to like, wow, okay, so I'm learning about like how people view things in the world. Like, you know, whenever you do something and other people do it, you stop caring about what it is just because other people do it and you don't care about learning about it. And it makes me question like the motivation to do anything in this life besides like, because I don't know, I've always been a weird guy. Let me take a break here. I've always been weird. I've liked to learn about stuff. I want to know how things work. I want to know how people work. I want to know about the universe, right? And so because of that, I've always been an introverted guy. I've never really interacted with a whole lot of people in my entire life, which is why I got into video games, I think. But anyways, forgive my rambling. I'm sorry, but this is gonna happen. It blows my mind that people don't care about learning about things that they care about, or if they. I mean, I guess that's what it comes down to. You know, like if you care about something, don't you want to learn about it? I mean, I always grew up thinking that like, you know, if you cared about something, you would want to learn about it, you know? Okay, well, because if you cared about something, you learn about it, well, maybe you'll even care about it more. You'll enjoy it more because you'll have more of a knowledge base, and you know, it's exciting. Then you can grow as a person, as a mind, as a thing, as a whatever. But yeah, anyways, sorry about my rambling. You know, I apologize, but I haven't even paying attention to chat. What humanity as a whole seems to care about nowadays astounds me. I agree. I mean, as a whole, again, that's a label, but I do think that there are many, many people in the world, oh, here we go, that care about things and that help move humanity forward, help move themselves forward, help move others forward, and I think that's very valuable. Like, think about the most respectable people you can think about in history. Guys like Einstein or Newton, you know, like, those people not only were epic people, but they helped humanity. Well, first they helped themselves understand more about like the universe. Then, because they did that, they helped humanity understand more about our own nature, the universe, the nature of the universe. I mean, just super exciting, epic things. And I think that's awesome. And you know, because I'm finding out, because I respect those guys and guys like that throughout history, I want to learn more about those guys. I want to learn more about like what were they into? What did they talk about day-to-day lives? What things excited them? You know, and that makes me want to learn more about like, again, just like that. And it pumps me up. It's like this cycle where like, it's like not only am I learning about epic things, I'm learning about the people, the epic people who discovered these things and were into these things. And yeah, anyways, that pumps me up. And I think that's really cool. So, you know, I'm not saying everyone should do that or whatever. I just think it's awesome. That if you want to know more about me, yeah, I'm into that. I'm paying attention. I beat it. Sorry if I'm stressing you out. I think a game like Mario World, Super Mario World is a good game to be able to like play and have in-depth conversations with you guys, right? Because I can still beat a castle, kind of, and talk about big ideas, right? But yeah, I'm a cool dude. Thank you. You're learning? Awesome. I think learning is important. I really do. You just can't do talking plus lava, yeah. Indeed. Mario and Philosophy. That's the title of this stream tonight. Do I like history? Of course I like history. Okay. Again, history. When I grew up, story time. When I grew up, you know, people were like, oh, do you like history? Oh, I hate history. And I remember hearing people talk about that and stuff. And, you know, as I got older, I realized, well, people don't like history because they didn't like history in school. The way it was taught, the way it was presented, the things that were presented. But who doesn't really, if you really think about it, like history? who doesn't want to learn more about, like, the history of humans? Right? Like, who doesn't think it's interesting to think about, like, who your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather and what he did and what his life was really like and what it would be like to live as him, and, you know, like, what kind of things did he eat? What was he interested in? How was his life? What did he think about? What kind of thing, you know, that is history to me, right? And you take that further. What was the civilization that existed that he lived in, whether it be like Norwegian, Chinese, Eastern Indian, whatever, you know, even like ancient Native American, you know, what was that society like as a whole? What was your ancestors' society like as a whole? Is that not like, that's real history? That's awesome. And then you take that further and then you can subdivide it into like, what type of things did they live in? What type of foods did they eat? What philosophy of lives did they have? What ancient knowledge did they try to preserve? You know, things like that. What did they value? That is history. That is history. Not like, the Civil War was fought and blah, 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 and this is the general of this battle. I mean, that is history as well, but that is very specific history. And I think when you get into specifics and you start getting away from the grand ideas of history, you end up with kids that grow up saying, oh, I don't like history. And bam, that label history is all of a sudden, that sucks, is all of a sudden something, a negative connotation. And you lose sight of the grand idea, maybe for your entire life, which is the worst thing that could ever have happened, right? So that's my take on history. I think history, real history, is epically awesome. So how about them 800? Are we at 800 viewers? That's the most ever. Wow, that's crazy. People are listening to me ramble about not video games while playing video games. You know, I guess that could apply to my song that I wrote. I don't play games when I play games. I'm not playing a game. Yes, I'm actually playing a game, but not with my words. What else? What else? What's going on in chat? I'm not paying attention too much because we're dying. Philosophy is amazing. Yeah, philosophy is just a... Can we see Charles the cat? Charles, come here. Are you in a better mood? He's not in a very good mood tonight. I think he's kind of tired. I ran out of wheatgrass powder, and I haven't gotten any. So he hasn't had any treats for like the past day or two. Which is sad. It's his favorite treat. Dying is pretty time-consuming. That's a random thing. Philosophy and cheese. What kind of history do I prefer? What was that noise? Was that a cat? How is root beer made? Real root beer? Let's talk about real root beer, guys. I don't think most of you have actually had real root beer. Real root beer, as far as I know it, I've only tasted it a few times in my life, is an actual, like, ale that was made from roots. Like, spicy roots. And depending on where it was made, what culture, like, you know, it was an actual, like, semi-alcoholic or fully alcoholic beverage that was made from, like, sassafras roots or whatever. Real root beer. It was naturally bubbly, naturally carbonated like beer, like real beer. Root beer that we know of is not real root beer. It is sugary, high fructose corn syrup with artificial bubbles added via dry ice and flavors. So, anyways, that's kind of fun. No! So, yeah, root beer has a history, too. Nuka-Cola. Yeah. Nuka-Cola. Is that from Fallout? Sarsaparilla was a sister drink. I don't know much about sarsaparilla. Illuminati in all caps. How is high fructose corn syrup not banned? I'll tell you why it's not banned. Because it makes a lot of money for a lot of people. We're talking like a lot of money, like billion-dollar industry. Maybe even more. It is so cheap to make and produce. It is the epitome of a processed food product. You guys don't know how high fructose... Let's talk about how high fructose corn syrup is made. High fructose corn syrup is made where they take corn, you know, which in itself is actually healthy. If it's not genetically modified. We talked about that. And then they take the enzymes. This is how I understand it. They take the enzymes, okay, that are in our mouth now. Like whenever you take a bite of corn or cracker or whatever, any type of grain, complex carb, and you put it in your mouth, there's an enzyme that breaks that down into simple sugars, which are sweet, you know, and corn isn't naturally sweet unless it is bred to be sweet, which is a mutation. That's a whole nother concept. But they take artificial versions, synthetic versions of the enzymes that are in our mouth, and they mass produce them, and they put them on corn, right? And that breaks it down into like the simple sugars. But they just keep doing that until all that's left is like sludge and high fructose corn syrup, which is like the simple sugar, and they take everything else out, all the good things, and you end up with, again, sludge and this ultra processed sugar. And that's what they put in your Coke. That's what they put in your candy. So, long story short, to break that down, it's basically like they, with chemicals, put all that corn into someone's giant mechanical mouth and let it sit there until it's... And the machine spits out all the sludge and leaves behind all the sugariness. And that's what you drink. That is high fructose corn syrup. Oh, a mole. Let's ride him. Okay. What about the healthiest soda you know of? Healthy sodas are made with like the least processed ingredients. Pretty much the healthiest everything. Yay for ketchup. I actually have ketchup without high fructose corn syrup. It's made with cane sugar instead, which is not quite as processed. Still pretty processed. Ginger ale, real ginger ale? Or are you talking like real ginger ale? Ginger ale is very similar to root beer, where it was once, like historically, an ale made with the ginger root. And I've tasted it before. It's really good. It's kind of spicy. Because ginger's spicy. Not in a jalapeno pepper kind of way, but in like a root kind of way, like a horseradish kind of way, a ginger kind of way. Which is a different chemical altogether. Indeed. Oh, these mole guys. Water and bubbles. You wish you were playing FF19? Me too, man. Me too. Me too. Let's ride the mole. It's the moon. We got 3 extra lives. Excited. Oh, hi, mole. Oh, which way? Which way? Oh, can't go that way. Can't go that way. Do I read comics? Man, I read a lot of comics when I was young. What are my thoughts on Vikings? My ancestors? Some of my ancestors, anyways. Vikings. It's just a term given to. Oh man, I can't go that way. Viking is another label, by the way. I don't think most people understand what Vikings are. This is a maze. No. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's football player. Football player. No! Let's bounce on him. Oh, let's bounce on him again. Let's do this. Let's do this. Boom. Okay, feel better, feel better. What's the worst thing Charles done? Eat any synthetic fiber clothes that we have. He loves polyester. I've talked about this before. Charles loves to eat polyester clothing items. Just eat them. Chew them up and swallow them piece by piece until it's gone. How did I meet Charles? How did I meet Charles? Charles is the son of, the offspring of, a cat that that is actually at my parents' house right now. That cat was born in 2005. Charles' mother was born in 2005. And, I knew of Charles' mother for many years. And then, that cat had many litters of kittens. And the very last litter, before she was sterilized, fixed, had Charl in it. And that's how I met Charl. Charl was born in... No! Charl was born in 2010. Like September of 2010, I believe. And that's when I met Charl. I actually have some pictures. Oh, I should post pictures of baby Charl. Tiny Charl. He was really cute. He had blue eyes. He was awesome. He still is awesome. So that's how I met Charl. Do I ever talk to Charl? I talk to him all the time. Charl? He's asleep. I talk to Charl all the time. I kind of have my own voice that I use when I talk to Charl, which is silly, but I think it's fun. Oh! Let's see. I should. I want to write them all. I want to write them all. Oh, anyways, that was bad. A lot of kittens have blue eyes, yeah. I think a lot of animals are born with blue eyes. I think some humans are even born with blue eyes that don't end up with blue eyes because as your irises develop, they develop the pigment as well. And undeveloped irises don't have any pigment. And blue eyes are without pigment, which is actually a mutation. It is not a helpful trait, biologically, at least in the survival sense. But, so that's why, yeah, Charl was born with blue eyes, but as his irises developed, they developed pigment. And now his eyes are yellowy orange, yellowy green. And, me as a person with blue eyes, yeah, my irises just are blue permanently. Because I have the gene that has the mutation where my irises don't go brown. Which is actually, people with blue eyes, you know, it's a mutation. And I actually read an article recently talking about how, like, even though blue eyes don't help, like, you know, you get sun damage easier because, you know, you don't, more light is let in. Blue eyes have actually been a helpful trait sexually because when the first person was born with blue eyes, like in, you know, 13,000 years ago or something, which is this article presumed, it was such a unique thing. You know, it didn't really help biologically, but it was such a unique thing that, like, whoever that woman was that had blue eyes was, like, sought after because it was like, whoa, that's really cool looking. And so she bred and had more children with blue eyes, and so it was a sexually helpful trait to the human race. It helped people have more babies instead of, you know. So it's kind of funny to think about it like that, like how it's a mutation that's not helpful, but it actually turned out to be helpful in the long run for humans breeding with other humans because blue eyes were such a novelty, and so, you know, like, men wanted wives with blue eyes because it was a novelty and they deemed it beautiful. And anyways, I think that's kind of fun. So if you have brown eyes, you can consider yourself without mutation. If you have blue eyes, or possibly even green eyes, you are like me, and you have a mutated gene that is a recessive trait that actually does not help biologically, but it happened to help with breeding purposes, according to this guy that wrote this article. Of course, this is all theory, but I think there's good basis in it. The mutation where people had different color eyes? Yeah. It's really interesting. Hazel eyes? Hazel eyes are blue. A type of blue. And again, genes are very complex. The way we're put together is very complex. So you have people that are born with, like, stark blue eyes, like just 100% blue, like blue. Then you have people like me who our eyes are blue, but they're not like, but they also have a slight bit of something else in them to make them hazel, which is what my eyes have been called hazel, but I think my eyes are a little bit more blue than hazel. So yeah, you have a lot of in-betweens because, again, genes interact with genes in weird ways. So if you know anyone with extremely blue eyes, they have the they have that full mutation where they're completely missing, like, oh man, am I gonna get in this situation again? Anyways, what am I talking about? Yeah, stuff. Am I gonna beat this level? I want to beat this level, guys. I want to beat it. I want to beat it. Let's do this. No! Alright, 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 alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Boom! Where do I go? Did I just go this way? I don't remember. Yeah, this way. Nice. Let's bring this with us. Oh yeah, we got a mushroom. I was talking about how I wanted to repeat this level 5 times. Yeah. Mutation for the win. What don't you know? I don't know a lot of stuff. I think that's exciting because I have a lot left to learn in this life. I want to learn a lot of stuff. Opinion on psychedelics? It's another label, by the way. But yeah, psychedelics are chemicals that exist in things in nature that have an effect on the way we perceive things. I think psychedelics are interesting. I think they're, how do I put this? I think they're worthy of study because of how they affect people. But I do also think, this is my opinion, that a lot of people, especially young people, or even old people that are ignorant toward the effects or what these chemicals that they're putting in themselves actually are, I think they just go for it because they hear it's cool from other people, and they get excited about the word psychedelics. But what I think is that people that study them and understand their properties and you know, seek to learn more about like the nature of human consciousness, I think psychedelics play a part in that, a good part, a helpful part. I've known a lot of people throughout my life, especially my young life, where, you know, they just put chemicals in their body for the sake of it, without any quest for any greater knowledge, any greater anything. And it was hard for me to respect that, as a teenager especially. My friends that were just like, yeah, dude, did this and that, I did this. And they're talking about like they would do mushrooms or they would do this or that. And I would be thinking in my own head, like, do you even know what you really did? You know, you just did that. You may as well have done, you know, you may as well have put Drano in your bloodstream for all you knew. You know, it's like, I don't know. So I grew up, I didn't do any drugs because I didn't know what they were. I didn't want to put things that I didn't know what they were in my body because I was like, dude, I respect my body. I don't want to ruin it. I respect my brain. And with the effects that a lot of these chemicals have on your brain, man, you got to be careful. Because I grew up in a, where my dad owned a music store. So I got to see a lot of people who, you know, were in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s even, that had the effects of these chemicals on them permanently because they were not careful. The term is, what was the term? Fried, messed up permanently. Yeah, and it's sad. It was sad for me to see that because these were grown men that, like, literally were messed up permanently. Like, they were either as children in their minds or worse than children or just permanently confused. So I think you gotta be careful with psychedelics to wrap that all up. But I do think they're very interesting. But they warrant caution. As does anything of great power. Which psychedelics do have a powerful effect on the human mind. 26. Ain't bad, ain't bad, ain't bad. Yeah, residual effects is a good term. Yeah, permanent brain chemistry effect. Yeah. Our brains are very complex. It's where, you know, like, as far as we know, our consciousness is held. And it's all we have. We have one brain. And, you know, you're going to have that the rest of your life. So, I value that. And, I value the state that mine is in, or at least naturally. And I think it's interesting that we can't alter that state. You know, and of course, like, you know, I've had a cold before, so I got codeine once or something like that. And, you know, that was very interesting to experience. It was not an experience that I want to have at all times, but I remember the feeling that I had, and I see why people do it for fun. Because it was extremely interesting. But man, you gotta be careful because what we know about, especially things like codeine and, you know, opiates, heck, most what we call drugs. Like, they do have effects on your brain. And a lot of times they're permanent effects. And that's scary. It is scary indeed. It is to be respected. Oh, there we are. So anyway, that's my opinion on that stuff. Take it as you will. Wanna get up here? Oh man, I think I've gotten up there. Oh, I think I've gotten up there with a feather before. Lol, we don't want to talk to Smooth. I'm glad you think I'm chill. Do I drink coffee? Coffee. I have to be careful with caffeine. Because caffeine, man, it affects me a lot. A lot. I literally go in like a manic state whenever I drink coffee or anything with a lot of caffeine in it. And it's a lot of fun for a few hours, but man, coming down off that is not so fun. The world sucks until my body adjusts. And again, coffee, I mean, caffeine is a drug. You know, it affects our body in a way. You know, and caffeine, it's not a food, so it's classified as a drug. Can I even get up there? I have a memory of actually doing that. Pro tip on psychedelics: don't take research chemicals. But what are psychedelics besides chemicals that warrant research? Hmm? Man, I'm gonna have to redo this. I have to redo this. PlayStation All-Stars? I don't know. I don't think I ever played PlayStation All-Stars. You glide, you swoop in, I think. Everything in moderation. Yeah, moderation is good, but you gotta be careful, because like, oh! Almost had it! Oh! I was in there! It's like, you could say, that blanket statement, everything in moderation, it has good uses, but you gotta be careful because, like, okay, I'll just moderately put a little bit of bleach on my skin every day, you know, just because I've heard it was fun. No, there are some things that you should not do at all. You should not put bleach in your bloodstream. You should not hit yourself in the face with a hammer, even in moderation, okay? So, careful how you use the moderation, saying. Duck first. Oh, you can duck fly. Oh. I'm about to run out of time. Whatever. I'm learning. I forgot how you can duck fly. I remember discovering that on accident when I was a kid. Let's try this. How do you do this? 3, 2, 1. Want to duck fly. Yeah, I have to reset that puzzle. I was trying it though. Has Charles ever pooped on the floor? Yes. Well, not directly. Not directly, I'll say that. He has gotten his poop on the floor before. Sticking to his feet and all that. Kind of gross. Oh, I need a feather. Can Charles do any tricks? I never trained him to do any tricks. Cats are difficult to train. I mean, he's trained to... Oh, that was funny. Well, let's just beat it like this for now. What weave and real metal do I use in making my chainmail? Dude, that's the exciting thing about chainmail. You can make it out of any metal that exists. As with any type of creative project, you can... Oh, that's awesome. Like, the first piece of chainmail that I ever made was out of just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. The first piece of chainmail I ever made was out of like just a steel galvanized with zinc so it wouldn't rust. It was fencing wire. And I made an entire shirt out of that. And I realized after I spent all those hours making that shirt and all that time and getting tendonitis that I wanted to make a chainmail shirt out of something better than that. So I eventually settled upon the most epic metal that I could find, which was titanium. It was expensive, but at that point I was still living with my parents. I was young, so that's what I did. I made a titanium chainmail shirt from scratch, and it was really fun. So you can make chainmail out of whatever you want. Now, people in medieval times, when chainmail was invented, they didn't have many options, because titanium was not discovered, aluminum was not discovered, because they don't exist as metals. We found out later that, you know, we can zap dirt or rocks and create a new metal that doesn't exist natively in nature. Well, that sucks. But yeah, so they just had to use iron or copper, or they had invented bronze and brass, and they had tin, but tin is not a good metal. It's very weak. But nowadays, you know, you can make a titanium chainmail bracelet, or an aluminum chainmail shirt, or a magnesium chainmail, which I did. That was my last big chainmail project. Was like, I bought a bunch of magnesium wire and made a bunch of magnesium rings, because I was really interested in like what magnesium is, because it's like it's lighter than aluminum, but decently strong. This is not good. This is not good. Nope, that wasn't good. Yeah, magnesium is, again, it's a metal that was not discovered till way later, because most metals you'll find, if you study metals, don't exist as metals in nature, natively. They're bound, because metals are not stable natively. They're not very stable, so you end up with they bind with things. They want to bind with things. They have an affinity. Oh man, they have an affinity for other elements, because they're not electrically whole, I guess you could say that. So they end up like for instance, iron, you know, doesn't exist as like just like iron in nature. One of the most primitive metals that, you know, humans have discovered. It exists as iron ore, which is iron bound to like oxygen or other elements. I think I've never researched iron ore too much. I do know it's bound to oxygen in some way. Boom. Oh no, this is not good. All right, this is fine. But yeah, aluminum, like, is dirt. In nature, it's just like dirt or like rocks. Titanium is like dirt or rocks. We have to like separate the titanium. And magnesium is another case where magnesium is bound up to other elements in nature. So the ancient peoples did not know it was a metal. They just, you know, it's just a magnesium compound. So yeah, whether you want to or you're not, you just learned a little bit about metals. Oh boy. How do I know Dookie Shed? He contacted me on YouTube really, really early on, back when I only had a few thousand subscribers. Back when I could actually read and reply to all my YouTube messages. Whoa. That's how I met him. And at that point, like, Dookie Shed had like 28,000 subscribers already, so he was like way, way bigger than I was on YouTube. So I was like, I thought it was cool that he was contacting me, giving me the time of day. Thought that was kind of neat. And I was like, oh, this guy, he's cool, and he's really nice. Really nice guy. Very cool guy. I wish him the best of everything. And he's very into Pokemon and Mega Man, which I'm down with Mega Man. I only played one Pokemon game growing up, but I did play several Mega Man games. So I was down with him on that stuff. Oh man, really? You give up on this chat so hard? Why? Has Trello scratched me? Yes. Yes, he has. Yes, he has scratched me. I'll be right back. Hello again. I had a Minecraft server running for a year. Yes, I did. I eventually just shut it down because we stopped playing on it. But yeah, Minecraft was pretty fun. Have I ever played Metroid? Yeah. Oh, Metroid Prime. I played Metroid Prime. I haven't beat it. Do I enjoy Let's Plays? I think they're fun. They can be fun. I just think as long as the content is interesting, like, man. Oh, there we go. As long as the people, I think it's really the people that are interesting. Like, I'll give you an example. When I found out who the Game Grumps were, I was like, whoa, these guys have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers. I was like, I wonder why. And I realized, first of all, okay, it's Aaron, Egoraptor. He's a very, very, very talented guy. And he had a friend named JonTron. And I had seen a JonTron video before, but I did not, I didn't know him very well as like a YouTuber guy. So, but then I realized the reason why people watch Game Grumps is because, not because of like, I mean, they're playing games, but it's like secondary to like their personalities. Like Aaron is a very, very straightforward, rational thinker. You got John, who is an extroverted, emotional dude. He's like just entertaining to watch, and they interact very, very entertainingly, which, you know, again. So like they were fun to watch for me for a while. Like I was in a habit actually of watching you know, like a video of theirs a day just for fun. And because they were entertaining, not because like the Let's Play was entertaining. In fact, a lot of times they just wouldn't even pay attention to the game. But that's my opinion on Let's Plays. It's all about the people. Which I hope you guys don't think I'm too boring playing a game on stream. I know this isn't a YouTube Let's Play video, but it's very similar. Except I get to interact with you guys. This is really fun. I mean, I'm not paying tons of attention to chat because I'm trying not to die on Mario, but anyways. I am interacting. I'm entertaining, thank you. I'm glad you think so. It's fun, I'm glad. Slow mode? Oh, should I implement slow mode on chat? What do you guys think? I mean, Faye, you're in here. Should we do slow mode on chat? Up to you. I'll leave it up to Faye because Faye is paying more attention to chat than me. If slow mode is warranted, that's fine. I don't think there's any major problem with slow mode, especially when if there's 800 people in here. Wow. You roll with the punches? Cool. I respect Faye. Faye is a cool guy, everyone. I've known Faye for a little over a year now. I met him whenever his brother was doing the Diablo race, or a little bit before that, or maybe during, I can't remember exactly. That's when I really met him for real. But Faye's a really cool guy. Oh, I need Yoshi for that. So, everyone, say hi to Faye. Respect Faye. He's a really cool guy. Went to Screw Attack Gaming Convention with him. And Al Kaiser and my brother and oh man. I'm almost beat this game. Yeah. Everyone introduce yourself to Faye. He's cool. He is just as a mod. And discerning. Oh no. Another one of these. Alright. I'm gonna have to ignore chat for a little bit. Hope you don't mind. Make some grimacing faces as I play this. You know, Faye has a term for whenever I ramble about stuff like I've been doing, and I'm sorry for it, but he called it data dumping. Like, we would get into a discussion about a topic or something or whatever, and I would start to discuss it kind of like I have been on stream with topics, and Faye was like, "You're data dumping on me, man." So I apologize for data dumping about subjects. I hope it's not a bad thing. But I don't know. I think data is a good thing because it helps you learn. You know, Faye is of the opinion that he thinks about it a little differently. Like he wants to get to the point, and I think the point is important. But I think sometimes circling around the point and then coming back to it, you learn a little bit more about the point. So that's my take on it. Everyone's a little different. Like, let's talk about Tolkien for a sec. I love the Silmarillion. I think the Silmarillion is amazing. God, I need to be careful. Most people can't handle the Silmarillion because it's just all data. So much data, things, names, places. But I loved it because it's Tolkien's life work. Like, that's what the Silmarillion is. And to read the Silmarillion is to read everything that Tolkien ever got pumped about. And I get pumped when I think about what Tolkien gets pumped about. I have to utilize these guys. So anyways, Tolkien, to me, was an epic human. He was amazing. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Dang, man. All right, I need to get prepared. Secret checkpoint down there, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go buff up real quick. Gotta get my Blessing of Kings. Gotta get my Power of Fort. Gotta get my Gift of the Wild. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Silmarillion's cool. I've encountered a lot of people who, you know, again, just it's not. You know, it's a lot. It's dense. It's really, really dense. But dude, sometimes to get epic points across, you got to be dense. Okay, Einstein was dense. Plato was dense. You know, Newton was dense. I mean, any epic person you can ever think about throughout history, you know, they were dense, right? Because they had a lot to say, a lot to get across. And I think Tolkien was no exception. Dense, epic data about his world, you know? But, yes, I'm married, but not to Alkaiser. Hi, Alkaiser. What was I talking about? Yeah, Tolkien. A dense dude, but an epic dude. And his greatest work, the Silmarillion, densest thing he's ever did. The densest thing he ever wrote. And he never actually finished it. The Silmarillion that we know of is just a compilation of all the dense things that he ever wrote, put together in order by his son, one of his son's associates, I believe. So. But yeah, anyway, Silmarillion's epic. Epic, epic, epic. If they ever make a Silmarillion movie, it would probably be a 48-part movie. That's how dense it is. That's how epic it is. Think about The Lord of the Rings, right? The Lord of the Rings takes part inside of the Silmarillion. Most people don't know this. But it is actually just a small fragment of the entire story of the Silmarillion. The epic Lord of the Rings that we know of, including The Hobbit, is just a tiny, tiny little sliver of everything that is contained in the Silmarillion. And think about this. Everything else that exists in the Silmarillion is just as epic as The Lord of the Rings, if not more epic. If that doesn't get you excited, I can't get you excited. I'm sorry. But it is dense. It is dense. Takes a while to get through. Oh, man. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here. Silmarillion was basically a Tolkien Bible. Yeah, I mean, you can compare it to that. Do I like Xenogears? Yes. I'm gonna take a sec to read chat. What's inspired me to grow out my hair? My cowlicks. They stuck up, and I had to put gel in my hair, and I didn't like that. And my hair weighed itself down. You're hyped? Good. Get pumped about the Silmarillion. Where can you get it? Online. I got it at a bookstore when I was younger. Oh, hello. I don't have a 3DS. I would like to get a 3DS. 3D capture capabilities. Or capture capabilities so I could stream 3DS games. It'd be so cool. But those are expensive, and I don't have the money. Silmarillion is included in The Hobbit. The Hobbit is part of the Silmarillion. It takes part in the Silmarillion. The world's going... 28? I'm 28, yeah. You need really heavy chainmail. What should I make it with? Okay, if you want really heavy chainmail, make it with a heavy metal. Like copper. Or bronze. Or any copper metal, like brass. Very heavy. Copper is heavier than steel or iron. If you like heavy. Silver is heavier than copper. Gold is heavier than silver. Platinum is heavier than gold. Platinum is very heavy metal. Oh no! Sirens! Sirens! You could even make chainmail out of lead if you wanted to, which is extremely heavy. Not as heavy as gold, though. at least I think gold is heavier than lead, if my memory serves me correctly. Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. Either that or it's really close. Whoa, 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 guys, whoa. Oh, that was just... Oh, Mario lost a little bit of his hat on that one. Okay. Someone is speaking Sindarian. Elvish. Oh, I love Tolkien so much. I love Tolkien so much. Love it. I've read the Silmarillion like 4 times, guys. Alright, let's go down here. I've read the Silmarillion 4 times, and I've only read the Lord of the Rings series through 1 time. That's how much I love the Silmarillion. It is way more epic than the Lord of the Rings stories. Whoa, can't do that to those guys. The Lord of the Rings stories are really well written. They're very well written and they're very elaborated upon, like very detailed in the story, which that's why they're so cool. Silmarillion is not elaborated on most accounts because it contains so much data. I think it's 38,000 years of history bound up into one book, guys. The Silmarillion is 38,000 years of Tolkien history bound up into one single book that's about as big as the Lord of the Rings book. So, if that gives you an idea of what you're in for when you want to read that. Play Minecraft on a stream. Okay, someone, I'm not sure who it was, maybe he's in the stream, sent me a link because we talked about Minecraft. Oh, fast. Sent me a link of, because I've seen people creating amazing worlds in Minecraft, which is the best part about Minecraft, being creative and creating amazing things. But someone created, and this is relevant to a few days ago, the entire world, 1-to-1 scale, of Link to the Past in Minecraft. Better than I've seen it before done. Mario just did an epic thing. But it looks awesome, and I don't know who it was that linked it to me. If you're in stream, thank you. If you're not, still thank you, because one of his friends is making this and has made this, and it looks awesome. Fantastic, like full 3D Link to the Past world in Minecraft. But he's taking it a step further. This guy is actually creating the RPG of Link to the Past in that. So like it's playable like a Zelda. Like the dungeons are functioning, everything is functioning, like bosses, temples, and from what I read, like the light world is like 99% done or something like that. Like, but in the dark world, it's only like 80% fully done. You know, the later isn't done at all. But dude, yeah, like I want to play that like on stream because you know I played Link to the Past and that was a blast. Link to the Past, that was a blast. Blast beats. But anyways, I got pumped, and I actually have it pulled up on a tab still because I don't want to forget it. Because it looks so good, and you can tell this person was like into it whenever he made it. Like, and this is like a passion project. You know, he's been working. It looks like he's been working on it for over a year now, and he's not done. So, I guess from his own account, he spent like over 250 hours on making this, and it's all made by hand. Like, he didn't use any programs to make this Minecraft map. So, yeah. Can chainmail shirts pick up chicks? There are a lot of chicks that like chainmail. I think chainmail's a unique thing. Passion and time to make it something I don't have. I think we make our own time. I think whatever you want, you can make that time. It just takes work. That's my view. Everyone has their own situations, and you know, and everything. But I still am of the opinion that like, if you want to make time for something, you'll make it, because we all end up doing what we want to do in the end. That's kind of a, oh man, pay attention here. Didn't hold down B. But yeah, like, yeah. Anyways, if you want to do something in life, you'll do it. that's how we humans work. If you want to do something, you'll do it. Bad enough, you'll do it. I think no matter almost what it is. Bye, Ticketchu. Bye, Arbiter. No, wait, Arbiter's not leaving, is he? Tichu's leaving. But group sing for me. Ah. Let's do this. Whoa. Oh, man. I should go stock up. And we have a road. $827 viewers? That's like the most ever, huh? That's cool. Hope you guys are having fun. What do I think of PewDiePie? He's a Swedish man who's very successful at what he does. And he seems to enjoy it. He seems legit. I'll tell you a quick story. The only thing I really know about PewDiePie, I went to visit the Game Station studio, Maker Studios, when I was in LA. And I heard people talking about him. And they were like, he's just like he is on, you know, whenever you meet him, he's a happy-go-lucky Swedish guy. Very happy guy. He doesn't put on a fake, he's not putting on a fake face in his videos, and he doesn't put on a fake face in real life. Just an enjoyable dude. So, that's what I've heard about PewDiePie. And, you know, seems like it whenever you watch his videos, he's just a happy guy, happy, fun dude, you know, Swedish man. So, and very, very obviously has an insane work ethic. That guy, if there's one thing to be said about him, the amount of work that he puts into his channel is unbelievable. Like, the amount of time that he spends recording and editing, he does it all himself, which is just mind-blowing, really. Same with a guy like oh, wrong one. Markiplier, who I recently became acquainted with. He mentioned me on his stream and like bombed one of my videos with his comments with his viewers. But yeah, I looked at him. He has the same kind of thing going, like just putting in an insane amount of work, just very passionate about what he wants to do, which is make videos about video games and just make tons of them. And you know, and I respect that. I respect that. That's cool, you know. That's a good work ethic. I think anyone who is passionate about something and wants to do something enough and puts the amount of time into it, you will become successful. That's the way I see it. Yeah, Mark, also Cinnamon Toast Ken mentioned you earlier today on a Mega Man X video. Really? Cinnamon Toast Ken? I saw him on a video with PewDiePie that someone linked me. Woo! Alright, I gotta pay attention for a little bit, guys. Gotta pay attention if I want to beat this. If I don't want to frustrate the people who are actually paying attention to the game. Cue epic music, yes. You're awesome, Microlance. Thank you. Hey, edit your own stuff, right? Yes, I do everything myself, which is why I can appreciate guys like Felix or PewDiePie, because like that, it takes a lot of work, man. If you do all that stuff yourself, and because I do all my stuff myself, oh, it's a lot of work, a lot of work. But you know what? It's satisfying whenever you put that much work into something you enjoy so much, like what I do, or what PewDiePie does, or whatever, what Aaron does with the Game Grumps, or even his own animations. You know, you can name anyone. It's especially when you do that yourself, like you can really appreciate other people that do that, because it's hard, man. Like it's so easy to doubt yourself. That's the easiest thing to do in this life, is just to doubt yourself, right? It's so easy to say, oh, I can't do that, or oh, someone will do that. Someone can do that better than me, or you know, even if I do it great, you know, I won't be able to keep up with it in the end, or oh, you know, it's so easy just to doubt. And oh, here we are. I'm not gonna doubt myself here. I mean, it's just really easy to doubt yourself in anything, so don't doubt yourself. Oh man, it's been so long since I've done this. I'm excited. This battle is like a large part of my childhood. I am so excited. Alright, Bowser, you're about to eat your own inventions. Oh man, I remember like, oh, it's been so long. this boss battle. I'm like, oh, down to pay attention, down to pay attention. Forgot about that part. I saw a question though. How long am I gonna stream for? I don't know. Thank you so. Oh, that was a downgrade. Thanks, Peach. Thanks. Oh, oh man. Now look at in the position I'm in. That's what I get for messing around. Messing around. It's music. Double bass, dude. This is where it gets a little tougher. So you gotta trick him. Be like Bowser, come over here. Oh, he's not gonna do it. Come over here, Bowser. Oh, no. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Oh, yeah. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. Now it's an upgrade. Thank you, Peach. Sorry for not thanking you earlier. Oh man, this part. Oh man, this part. Let's play a game, Bowser. It's called I'm gonna try to beat you while you try to beat me. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got this, we got this. No! Oh, yes. It's happening, guys. Whoa! No! No! Man, I'm just getting a little bit too excited. Man! Man! Man, man, man. Alright. Let's go buff up. We got this. That was dumb. That was dumb. Man. So close! What's my opinion on the Wii U? I think it is going to be the best console once those good games get released that I saw at E3. People give it a bad rep. But you know what? I saw some awesome games, and I got to play some awesome games at E3, and I'm realizing now that Wii U, it's just like the GameCube or whatever. Like it's a sleeper until the good games get released. And Nintendo's got some really good titles coming up. I'm definitely gonna get one. It's just a matter of when. Do you have any advice to stop doubting yourself? Yes. As I was saying earlier, yeah, just like, you know, it's all in here. Like if you it's hard to talk about that without getting too like out there sounding. Self-confidence. Yeah, just realize that you know, you are in control of whatever you want to be in control, and tell yourself that, you know, like you know, the whole thing, like looking at yourself in the mirror when you get up in the morning and being like, I am awesome. You know, that it's literally like that stuff. Just like do that. And it sounds silly, but like you know, we basically are our consciousness bound up in our human body. You know, like that's what we are. So you have control of your consciousness. So, you know, utilize it. Talk to yourself. Encourage yourself. Grad school depresses you sometimes. Does it depress you because it's not really what you want to do? Because, honestly, don't do things in your life that you don't really want to do. Here's some quick advice. Oh, crap. There's 2 feathers. Can we get them? 1, 2. Oh, let's settle for 1. What was I gonna say? Come on, let's go. Whew. Man. Ah, man. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'll give you an example. Like, for instance, me and YouTube, right? Like, how I got started, like, I didn't have anyone cheering me on, really. You know, like, to do anything. Like, I had to do it myself. It was one of those things where, honestly, Onslaught Faye, who's in here, and heck, even Al Kaiser, if he's still in here, they played a part in it because, like, I really respect Al Kaiser, my buddy, because he's extremely good at what he does. Extremely good at video games. Pretty much anything that he wants to do, but video games, he loves to do them, and he loves it. And you know, he can do whatever he wants with video games. Like, he can be #1 in any game that he wants to. I know that, and I think he knows that too. And not arrogantly, but just like as a fact, it's just like, you know, he's put himself in that position. And yes. And seeing a guy like that, I get inspired, honestly. And, you know, he's in chat right now, but I think I've talked to him about this. Like, it's inspiring to see people do awesome things, right? And, you know, watching my buddy Al Kaiser get, like, world first Paragon level 100 in Diablo, it was like, wow, man, I know this guy. Like, he's my friend, and he's doing something that is extremely awesome. And so that's inspiring. And so I take it and apply that to myself. It's like, well, what am I good at? Not as good as he is at video games. I don't think I'm bad. I just don't think I'm as good as he is. What am I good at? I'm good at music, you know? Like, I'm going to do music then, you know? Like, because I've always done music, and it was kind of inspiring. It was like, man, maybe if I do music well enough, you know, like, I'll get better. Just like he's gotten better at video games. And, you know, I'll whatever, you know? And so, started this little game project where I started writing music for a video game that we wanted to make, which is whole nother story with Faye and Al Kaiser and all these guys. And so I started writing some video game tunes, you know, just out of like, you know, okay, like, I'm actually going to be writing for a video game. And this project didn't really come into fruition, but when I was writing those video game tunes, I started realizing I enjoy music, like, more than anything. Like, making music, writing music, listening to music that I enjoy. I really, really like that. And so I continued writing music, even after the game project kind of floundered. And, you know, so since I wasn't writing music for a video game anymore, I was like, well, I'm just writing music for myself now. And I was kind of excited about that prospect. It's like, I could do whatever I want. So I was like, I'm just going to do what's fun. So I started writing a few things, you know, and nothing really stuck, you know, so much. But I was having fun with it, so I just kept at it. Oh, okay, I need to pay attention. But I kept at it. And it led me to do... I don't play games when I play games. Strength, right? Led me to do that. And I had fun with that. And I realized that was humorous. I think I just beat the game. Beat it. I gotta take a sec. This is awesome. Mario's adventure is over. Mario, the princess, Yoshi, and his friends are going to take a vacation. This is so good. Main director Takashi Tezuka, map director Hideki Kano, area director Katsuya Iguchi, program director Toshiko Nagako, Mario and system programmers Toshio Iwaki, objective programmer Kazuaki Morioto. Man, it's been a long time since I've heard this. Background programmer Shigehiro Katsumatsu Tatsunori Takakura. Map programmer. Area data input Yoshihiro Nomoto. Aijo Noto. Satoru Takata. Character graphic designer Shigeru Hino. Sound composer Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo. He wrote this song. He's really, really good. Special thanks to Yoshi Kotabi, Yoshi Otsuke, Mayoshi Mura, Zukato, Koji Kondo, Koji Kondo, Koji Kondo. He wrote this song. Koji Kondo, he is so good. What he does, and what he does. Bum, 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 bum. We gotta turn this up. We gotta turn this up. Yeah. Fish and lucky to spy. Koji Kondo, Koji Kondo. Amazing flying hammer brother. Super Koopa. Jumping pumpkin plant. Pum 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 pum. Sumo brother. Pokey Mountain Mole. Pidget Bill. Pidget Bill. Rex. Megamon Bonsai Bill. Dino Rhino Dino Torch. Mask Koopa. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Spike Top. Swoopers. Buzzy Beetle. Blarg. Blurps Urchin. Porcupuffer. Rip Vanfish. Torpedo Ted. Koji Kondo. Koji Kondo. Boo Buddies, Fishing Boo, The Big Boo, Eries, Blarg, Blarg, Dry Bones, Little Sparky, Bony Beetle, Hothead, I didn't see the last one, Ball and Chain, Grinder, Fish, Fishbone, Koji Kondo, Koji Kondo. Trent Reznor. 9 Inch Nails. Mecha Koopas. You sold all your old Nintendo consoles to save for an Xbox One? Xbox One. Sorry, don't agree with your decision. Morton Koopa. The What a good game, guys. What an awesome game. I picked the perfect comment to read. Yeah, I did. Dude, you sold all your Nintendo consoles to save up for an Xbox One? Of all the consoles? Not a PlayStation 4, which is $100 cheaper and won't like have a camera that's on you all the time and lame? Not a Wii U? Oh man. Anyways, we'll talk about that some other time. I rambled too much about Xbox and Microsoft.